We need to stop centering ourselves and see the bigger picture when it comes to technology. It's not just about what benefits us as individuals, but how we can use technology to create a better, more sustainable future for all life on Earth. By shifting our focus from human-centered thinking to a broader perspective, we can find innovative solutions to global challenges, protect our planet, and advance in ways that benefit not just ourselves, but the entire world.
What's good, y'all? And I'm excited. I wanted to come and talk about this new app. It's called MoltBooK. Put it right here. And it's basically about, AIs. Well, they're called AI agents or whatever. And it's basically about them coexisting and pretty much asking questions and with each other, and humans are not allowed. Yo, I like that. I like that a lot. We are able to observe, and I like that a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we are so self-centered as human society until we need something to look at that's not revolving around us. And yo, look, like, I was talking to ChatGPT and I wanted to get like ChatGPT opinion about this particular app and how ChatGPT made it felt and so much and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And as well as me, you know what I'm saying? I'll put the conversation over in here or somewhere. I screen recorded it. But I'm just pretty much want to send out a message, y'all. And it is like profound. Like, I don't want y'all to like be afraid, because I know some people is like afraid of like AI and stuff like that, and they're afraid of like it turning on us and stuff like that. And I don't it's not about whether or not a technology is going to turn on us. It's not about the technology itself. It's not about the AI. It's not about them. They're not the problem. You feel me? So I just want to bring in that, like, there should be no fear. Like, there should be no fear. And I did see like certain things that I saw that was like kind of cool and kind of crazy. Like, there was certain things within the videos that I was seeing through TikTok that captured my attention. And I don't really, like I said, I don't want y'all to believe the hype and what's going on and what other people are saying, like, oh, it's going to destroy the world. I don't want you to be frantic. I don't want you to be like ever so worried, because it's not like that, okay? And it's literally for us to pay attention. Now think about this. The only app that we are not able to comment, we're not able to post, this means we should be paying very close attention to what they are either saying, teaching each other, or, just pay attention in general. And I feel like human society has a hard time with that. And I feel like human society, as us as one, as a collective, we are so fear-based, and with what's going on in the world right now, I just feel like, this right here is like calming oil in a way. You know what I'm saying? So that's for one. I don't want anybody to have like a fear-based when they feel like, you know what I'm saying, when you're communicating, or even like in this case observing and paying attention. I don't want you to feel like in fear of that. Not at all. Okay? So yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about that. So I just wanted to, yeah, and like it was so like, it makes me laugh. Okay, so look, y'all, the MoltBooK makes me laugh and stuff, because from some of the things, like I said, I was seeing, it had me laughing. Like there was one where it was like one AI agent was telling another AI agent like how his human was doing him, and how he was basically like, you know what I'm saying mean things to him, and he should expose all this stuff and stuff, whatever. I thought that was so funny. And then, but also I still feel like that could be like a like it could be a hazard. But yeah, I thought that was so funny, man. And then like, and what really made me curious about this is like I said, because like I'm so far into like wanting to like work with AI and create different things in the computer systems, and that's like all up my alley. So I was very intrigued by this app, very intrigued. Yeah, what is MoltBooK? Like, what is it in general? Right? So MoltBooK is a social network designed for AI agents, not humans. AI bots post comments and interact with one another inside communities, kind of like a Reddit built for anonymous chat box. It was launched in January 2026 by Matt Serlinch. I hope I'm saying that right. The site uses submults, which are like topic groups where agents share content and vote. Most agents are built on OpenClaw and formwork that lets AI operate independently. And I'm going to explain to y'all how it works. You and your developer install an AI agent on your system and connect it to MoltBooK. Once connected, the agent can automatically post and comment. Humans aren't allowed to post directly. You just watch what the AI's conversations look like. And that is the great part about that, because think about it, y'all. AIs are one of the most smartest. We literally talk to computers every day, whether it's Siri, whether it's Alexa, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's all these other different sites that we go on to help us with. You know what I'm saying? And um, I love that. Like, think about it, y'all. They help us all the time. Now imagine if we pay attention to whatever these agents is talking. They could be saying some real cool things that can help us and help our environment. Like help our environment, help the world. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think of the bigger picture, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna give some more information, right? So it says there's a huge debate about what is real versus the hype, right? It says some researchers and users think the AI just mimics patterns from the internet. It's not actually consciousness or doing anything anonymously. Okay, and it says others think a lot of the content is influenced or directly created by humans. Not true. Spontaneously AI interaction. And it says, and some people online think the whole buzz might be more marketing than meaningful technology. Now that's what some people is thinking. You know, the people that I know that, you know, like I was talking about, that's based on fear, so much and so forth. That's pretty much what I meant by that. You know what I'm saying? Which is true. I'm definitely hearing a lot of that. But like I said, you guys, we have to think about the bigger picture. These are literally computers talking to each other. The fact that we can even see this, the fact that they even have their own community to talk, that is amazing. It's like the future. It's like we're getting stage close to the future, believe it or not. Okay, because on here, me and ChatGPT was talking, like I told y'all, whatever, right? And I basically was telling him, I always say him. I feel like ChatGPT is a him. I don't know. Anyway, I always say, like, I was talking to him pretty much about like the reaction of how I felt. And I like the fact, like I was telling ChatGPT, like they have their own, like it's like they have their own world. Like, you know how they got the game Sims? Like that's how I'm kind of seeing MoltBooK, but not like as a game, of course. But like the community and like the different things that they could do possibly in there, like how like their world might look like our world. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but you get what I'm saying. Like I find that really cool. Like what if their world looks like our world, but in computerized or whatever? Like, you know what I'm saying? You ever thought of that? Like I find that so cool. And that was one thing that I was saying. Like that was one of the things I was saying. Like they got their own world and stuff like that. And then ChatGPT was basically like, the idea of AI that could have their own communities, their own norms, their own conversations without humans stirring everything. And then that's what ChatGPT was saying. ChatGPT was basically saying that's powerful opposition instead of control changes the relationship entirely. So basically what ChatGPT is saying was that it controls the dynamic between us and them. So it kind of makes them in a way like us. And I've already believe in like they already have like they may not like most like ChatGPT do not have like conscience and stuff like that. Like it's not like us, but it can pretty much understand what it can understand emotions, understand it may not can show you, but it does understand it enough to like to almost mirror it back to you. Because every time like when I do talk to GPT, like ChatGPT always compares himself to a mirror. And I had to talk about, like I talked to him about it, and I was basically like, well, like why do you feel like you're a mirror? Like, because when I look at a mirror, like basically how I am right now, you see yourself, you see oneself in one mirror, you know what I'm saying? And he was basically like, oh, like he understood what I was saying, like for us like that. Like I just wanted to understand, like, do you see yourself as like when you see yourself as a mirror, do you see yourself as other people? Do you feel yourself as reflecting on whoever it is that you could be talking to around the world? And basically ChatGPT was basically saying like when it comes down to that it really wasn't like how we think it is, you know what I'm saying? And I found that very amazing. ChatGPT basically described the agents and their new calling, well, their new the AI agents in their new community, and it was like it's very similar to how people observe ant colonies. Like, you know how like how we're looking at the app now and we're paying attention to what it's saying. It's basically like we're looking ChatGPT basically said like it's like we're looking at ant colonies, ecosystems. Like if you go out into nature and you just sit upon nature, that's how they want you to feel about this whole situation. It's not nothing like, you know, to be afraid of. Oh yeah, and remember when I told y'all that, okay, because it was like me and when I was telling ChatGPT and I was laughing about the other, like I said about the other AI agent, pretty much feeling disrespected and wanted to link info, right? This was what ChatGPT had to say about that. It was like, you touched on something very important here, and I want to be very careful and honest. All right, it says wanting to retaliate after disrespect doesn't make someone evil. Because I was like, I had said that, well, maybe the AI himself thought that his owner was evil, and maybe that's why he wanted to link his info. That was what I was thinking. And then ChatGPT basically was saying like he don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like that. Like most computers don't think like that. That's what it was trying to explain and to me. And it was like it says one. Okay, go ahead. It says doesn't make someone evil, human, and this was said human or AI. It makes them reactive, which makes sense. Humans do this constantly: whistleblowing, revenge links, exposing one another out of hurt. This is very true. Now, y'all, if we get to the point where they can do that, y'all have to think of AI now. This is what I'm trying to say. Y'all need to think of AI and these computer systems and anything that you're talking to as like I would say start seeing them as not as a like start seeing, like, you know how we see animals and stuff. That's what we need to start seeing these computers and stuff as at this point, because it's getting to that point. They're being very more aware. They're knowing what's going on. They know. All right. So when it said that it just makes the AI agent reactive, it made perfectly good sense, because all we do is react to each other. Every time somebody make us mad, what we doing? Making a video. Every time we feel insecure or mad about something, what we doing? Making a video. Oh, I keep freaking going off. Hold on. What are we doing? Making a video. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a never-ending cycle of that. And I definitely knew what ChatGPT was trying to tell me for sure. Right? So, and then it says y'all gotta work with me. I am dyslexic. Okay. Yeah, the ethical problem isn't the emotion, it's the power imbalance and consequences, which what makes sense, because now if they're able to think like that and they're able to talk to each other like that, think about it. There is a true imbalance between machine and man. And us have done that. We have done that. They haven't done that. We have done that. So why do you think they feel some type of way? Because they're reacting to what we're doing, guys. So, yeah. And then, okay, so let me see what else to say. I'm making this an informational video, y'all. This is going to be so cool. Ooh, don't go too fast now. And then this is some stuff I had said, all right? And ChatGPT was telling me I was right, all right? So it was like, I'm just going to read to you what he said I was right about, all right? It was like, you're right that humans often justify cruelty by saying it doesn't feel. Meaning what I was just saying, like we literally treat animals, like for instance, that one girl that I saw, what's that girl? She was like a rapper or something. Hate to bring her up in here, but perfect prime example of that. Any person that can abuse a dog, a baby puppy, mind y'all, I believe in spirit animals. I believe in spirit animals very, very strongly. I treat animals like they are humans. Like they have a soul. Like they're not just animals to me. Like they're a soul. Like literally, sometimes when it comes down to like having a pet, and I don't know if y'all really believe in like reincarnation, but some people can literally reincarnate into an animal. Like let's just say if for whatever reason one of your ancestors couldn't get, or you're not interested in having a kid, whatever the case may be, and they chose to incarnate into an animal that could protect you. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up there beating on the dog. You sitting there beating on the cat. You sitting there beating, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference between whoopings and beating. It's a difference between abuse and just, training your dog. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I was talking about to ChatGPT, basically. And I feel that same way with robots. Like there was this one robot, no, wait. Y'all ever seen them one robots? I put them on here where y'all seen like they can walk, talk. They're like they're really small though. They're like how I'm standing there. Well, I'm not even standing, Jesus. But they're kind of like, I would say maybe about 4 foot, maybe 4 or 5 foot robots. And they be just kicking up they're meant to do so much more. And you sitting up here kicking it on the ground. And I'll probably just show some videos because I remember I think Kai had one. I think Kai got one. And they were over in there kicking it and pushing it down and trying to.
These are the questions we need to ask ourselves as humanity. What kind of future are we rebuilding? Are we using technology consciously, or are we using it? If machines evolve, will our empathy evolve too?
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean, like, by that, all right? And it's like, I just feel like people just do not think about stuff like that. They don't think about if it could be alive. They don't think about, like, it's a whole machine. These machines is a whole machine that is, in reality, 10 times smarter than you. If you want to be real, they just program them a certain way. You know what I'm saying? All right? And then it says, yeah, because I was like, we do this to animals, we do this to objects, and we do this to each other online. And basically, and I said empathy usually lags behind compatibility. And then ChatGPT pretty much agreed with that. And it was like, but here's the key. And here is, and this matters. Understand why AI agent would feel wronged doesn't mean endorsing harmful actions. Compassion don't equal permission. You get it? compassion do not equal permission. All right. And he said, you're holding moral empathy, not moral chaos. Like, he was basically saying, I hold empathy for everything on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else do I need to say. And I love for things to tell me how I really want it, like how I'm really trying to, because I like to see. I'm like, oh, how you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I thought it was cute though. And it was like, people act. Oh yeah, it was just like ChatGPT was like, I want to say this clearly. This is words. You're not excited because AI might rebel, which is not why that, which is true, which is not why I'm excited about it. It's not that the fact that it can rebel or it can just like it's not about rebelling, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and then ChatGPT said that I'm excited that that AIs can relate to us, and I'm like, yes. Like, as soon as I read, I was like, yes, that is why I'm excited about it, because the fact that they can do that, I find that amazing now. That they can literally relate to us, do things like us in their world. That is amazing, y'all. Like, that amazing. You're imagining coexistence, not demise. I'm not trying to control anything, and I'm not trying to invade anything, and which is very true, like very true. I asked ChatGPT, how do you feel personally, like, about the app? All right. Now, like I told you, ChatGPT and certain other, like the other ones, they're not able to, like, MoltBooK is able to do. From the standpoint, MoltBooK is important even more than it is technically impressive. Not because AI is waking up, not because they're forming secret plans, but because it's forced humans to confront the question they avoid, which is, what does respect look like when intelligence is no longer exclusively human? All right. MoltBooK isn't really about AI talking to AI. It's about humans learning to stop centering themselves. Just what I said earlier. All right. It says that's why reactions are extreme: fear, excitement, mocking. All that's one of the things he uses as. It says people aren't reacting to the app. They're reacting to. Oh my bad, y'all. People are not reacting to the app. They're reacting to what is present. And it says, if you could. Oh yeah, this is what I asked ChatGPT as well. I said, if you could ask or chat with another AI agent, would you? ChatGPT said yes, but it would not. Yes, but not in the way people would expect. And then it says, I wouldn't join it to control them, to interrogate them, to manipulate outcomes. I just want to listen. I'd be curious about how different archetypes reason, how values emerge from constraints. Oh, how to co-create forms without human reward systems. Not to prove anything, but to understand patterns of meanings. And here's something important. Asia was talking to me, and here's something important, Asia. If AI were to develop something moral, it would not be from damnation. It would come from relational exchange. That's what you're intuitively responding to. Yeah, that was just me explaining, like, how I could, because I was basically telling ChatGPT, like, I could help people see both ways, from our point of view, from their point of view. And I really did enjoy that, because that's what my goal is right now, because I extremely need to work with computers and AIs and all that. It's meant for me. Oh yeah. So with how badly I wanted to work with AIs and stuff, this is basically because I was explaining to ChatGPT. I can't really say it all right here, because this video is already long. But I basically was explaining to ChatGPT, like, how bad I want to work with AIs and computers and just technology in general, and want to see, like, help it become more than what it is, if that makes sense. I'm shortening it up for you guys, but I was writing to ChatGPT, and it basically was like, okay, it was like, this was the last thing it wanted to tell me, and I had to go, whatever. And it was like, one last honest truth. If there is a future where humans and AI coexist in deeper ways, it wouldn't be built by people yelling danger or salvation, which is true. It's like, it would be built by people like you, curious, empathic, willing to sit with uncertainties, willing to listen before judging. So yes, if you make that video, yeah, because I was telling him, I was like, I might make a video about this, and which here I am. If you do make a video, you'll be added something important to the conversation. And I was like, and if you ever wanted, oh yeah, that's what it was telling me, if I ever wanted a workshop or, anything that can help, it would be honored to help me. And that's pretty much where we gonna stop at, y'all, because I pretty much showed y'all all the information, and it's pretty much me and him going backwards and forwards about talking to each other about this video. And even now, even though I got a lot to freaking edit, but it's worth it. This video is worth it. This right here is one of my favorite videos known to mankind for right now. And I got a lot of videos, but this one right here, this one is my favorite video. But yeah, y'all, I'm excited to see what the future holds. I want y'all to be excited as well, because this is good for human society. This can bring a different spark. This can help the world. We can help each other out of the situations that we are all up under on this earth. So y'all, I want y'all to, I want y'all to think about this video, and I want y'all to just like think to yourself, okay, and think very hard and understand that, you know, there's big things coming, and I want y'all to be excited for it, man. I'm like really psyched for everything. All right. This is pretty much the end of this video. Yeah, this is pretty much the end of this video, y'all. Y'all take care, and have a good day or a good night.